Ever found yourself mid-invoice or trying to reconcile a bank statement and suddenly, poof, internet gone? Like, vanished into thin air? Leaving you staring at your QuickBooks screen, wondering if your entire business world is about to crumble? You're not alone. We've all been there. That heart-stopping moment when the lifeline to your financial data seems to have been cut. And let's be real, in today's world, we're practically glued to the internet. We rely on it for everything: emails, social media, and, of course, running our businesses. QuickBooks, being a powerhouse of accounting software, is often assumed to be entirely dependent on a stable internet connection. But is that really the case? Can you actually keep your business afloat when the Wi-Fi decides to take a vacation? Think about it. You're at a client meeting, trying to pull up a quick sales report to close a deal, and bam, no internet. Or you're on a remote site needing to log expenses and your hotspot is acting up. The clock is ticking, and every minute without access is a minute of lost productivity, potential lost revenue, and mounting stress. And it's not just about the immediate inconvenience. For small business owners, especially, delays in accessing financial data can lead to missed deadlines, late payments, and even strained relationships with clients. The ripple effect can be significant, impacting everything from cash flow to overall business health. So, the question remains, can QuickBooks function without the internet? Or are we all just victims of our digital dependence? Before we dive into the specifics, let's understand the different versions of QuickBooks we're dealing with. Because, spoiler alert, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. It depends. We have QuickBooks Desktop, the classic, installed on your computer version. Then there's QuickBooks Online, the cloud-based subscription service. These two are fundamentally different beasts, and their reliance on the internet varies significantly. Let's start with QuickBooks Desktop. This is the version many of you might be familiar with, especially if you've been using QuickBooks for a while. It's installed directly on your computer, meaning the core software and your company file reside locally. This has a crucial implication. You can absolutely use QuickBooks Desktop without an internet connection. Yes, you heard that right. You can create invoices, enter bills, reconcile accounts, and generate reports, all without needing to be online. This is a huge advantage for businesses operating in areas with unreliable internet or those who prefer the security and control of local data storage. However, and this is a big however, certain features of QuickBooks Desktop do require the internet. For example, payroll updates, online banking downloads, and any integrations with third-party apps will need a connection. If you're using features like online bill pay or direct deposit, you'll need the internet to process those transactions. But for the essential day-to-day accounting tasks, QuickBooks Desktop works just fine offline. You can even back up your company file to an external drive, ensuring your data is safe and accessible, even if your internet connection goes down. Now, let's turn our attention to QuickBooks Online. This is where things get a bit different. As the name suggests, QuickBooks Online is a cloud-based service. This means your data is stored on Intuit servers, and you access it through a web browser. This inherent nature of cloud-based software means that a stable internet connection is essential. Without the internet, you simply cannot access QuickBooks Online. It's like trying to watch a streaming service without Wi-Fi. It just won't work. All the features, from creating invoices to running reports, are dependent on an active internet connection. This reliance on the internet has its pros and cons. On the plus side, you can access your data from anywhere, on any device, as long as you have an internet connection. This makes it incredibly convenient for businesses with remote teams or those who need to access their data on the go. Furthermore, QuickBooks Online automatically backs up your data, ensuring it's safe and secure. You also benefit from automatic software updates, meaning you always have the latest features and security patches. However, the downside is that you're entirely dependent on the internet. If your connection is slow or unreliable, your workflow will be significantly impacted. And if you're in an area with limited internet access, QuickBooks Online might not be the best solution. So, to summarize, QuickBooks Desktop offers offline functionality for core accounting tasks, while QuickBooks Online requires a constant internet connection. But there's more to this story. There are workarounds and considerations to keep in mind. For QuickBooks Desktop users, it's wise to plan for potential internet outages. You can download bank transactions and payroll updates in advance, ensuring you have the necessary data even if you lose connectivity. For QuickBooks Online users, having a reliable backup internet connection, like a mobile hotspot, can be a lifesaver. You can also consider using offline data entry tools to capture information when you're without internet, and then sync it to QuickBooks Online once you're back online. Another thing to think about is the growing trend of hybrid solutions. Some third-party apps and integrations offer offline capabilities, allowing you to capture data locally and then sync it with QuickBooks when you're back online. This can be a valuable option for businesses that need the flexibility of offline access without sacrificing the benefits of cloud-based software. And, of course, the future of accounting software is constantly evolving. With advancements in technology, we might see more seamless offline-to-online syncing capabilities in the future, bridging the gap between desktop and cloud-based solutions. It's crucial to understand your business needs and choose the QuickBooks version that best aligns with your requirements. If you're frequently in areas with limited internet access, QuickBooks Desktop might be the more practical choice. But if you value accessibility and collaboration, QuickBooks Online could be the better fit. Ultimately, the best approach is to be prepared. Have a backup plan in place, whether it's downloading data in advance or having a reliable hotspot. And remember, technology is a tool, not a crutch. Understanding its limitations and planning accordingly will ensure your business can thrive, even when the internet decides to take a break. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.